All right.
All right, hi everyone. I bet you weren't expecting us to be or specifically me doing this. I'm here with my best pal Gabe,
How's it going?
and today I'm still working through Wonder as of now,
I still
but
got to finish it.
but I have 100%ed it like the same week it came out, so I'm still like super. It's still super recent for me, so I consider that complete. But as of now, I'm still going through Wonder. But yeah, I've decided to make a tier list of all the mainline games. I bet you're wondering, well, what about like Super Mario Maker, Super Mario Maker 2? I'm not counting any of those. I'm not counting like the Mario and Luigi series,
Because those
Paper
are side
Mario.
games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I consider them side games, and they are. I guess Super Mario Maker is technically a mainline game, but I'm pretty sure the first game doesn't even have like a story mode. I know the second one does. The first one does it. So I'm like, if I'm not going to be playing the first one, I'm not bothering playing the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I have now completed every single mainline Mario game as of now. It's crazy. And I bet you're wondering why I did it in the first place. There's only really two reasons why. The first time or the first reason was because around like mid late September, me and Gabe had the chance to meet Charles and a bunch of other
No, that was
people.
back in, was it August?
I think it was now that I'm thinking about it, I think it was
I
August.
think it was August, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, we went to a convention where we had a chance to meet a bunch of people. Brandon Rogers, Richard Horvitz. I can never pronounce his name
Steve
right.
Burns.
Yeah, Steve Burns was cool. But the one person I really wanted to see out of everyone was Charles Martinet. And my God, was it an experience?
It was awesome, too, because we got there, like, pretty early. And oddly enough, his booth wasn't even filled.
No, not at all. Like
Yeah,
he,
so we got lucky enough to be possibly one of the first people.
no, it's crazy too because like his booth wasn't in like the middle because like I know they had like that giant center where they had all the booths,
Yeah.
and for some reason his booth was like all the way to the
It was
far
all the
left.
way to the
It
far
was like
left,
at
yeah.
the corner of the entire thing,
There
and
was
that
also a food court there, too, I think.
no, there was yeah. When I saw the line for the food court, thinking that it was the line for Charles, and then when we asked the random guy like, "Hey, is this the line for Charles or for the food court?" When he said the food court, that just let me like kind of confused, like
We're like,
why?
what? Why is this line empty?
Yeah, like come on. I mean, sure, like there are other cool people to meet there too, but like it's Charles, man. Come on.
Yeah.
But that made me really happy because we were like one of the first ones to see him. And oh my god, he is just as wholesome as he is on in every one of his appearances. He's like one of the most nicest people that I've met.
Oh no, yeah. Charles was a sweetheart. He was
He
he was
really
awesome.
is. Like every once in a while I'll look at the picture that I that we took with them on my office desk and I'm just like, man, we met him. We like I met the voice of my childhood. It's crazy.
I wish I brought something for him to sign, but I didn't really have anything. But you brought your what was it, the All Star Superstar?
That's right. Yeah, 3D All
3D
Stars.
All Stars. That's what it
And
was.
I wanted him to sign Odyssey too, my box of Odyssey, but I was like, for me, it's more important if he signs the All Star ones because, like, I mean, come on, it's like three of the best games like
No,
ever
yeah. I mean,
released.
if we do have another chance to meet him, I might bring something in. I guess you could bring Odyssey.
Yeah, I might just bring my picture of us. Honestly,
Oh yeah, that yeah,
yeah, that
we
would
could
be
do that too.
awesome. Yeah, I would love to get that picture signed. But yeah, it was just so great. I wanted to say more to him, but I was just so starstruck that I could not get any other words out of my mouth. Like it was crazy.
I remember I saw you like that, and I was like, oh damn, this
Like
is a sight to see.
I was,
And then
it was crazy.
that was until because I paid for a picture with Brand Rogers. It was like a professional picture, and Jesus Christ, I could not breathe when I was next in line, and I think he noticed and saw that.
No, I'm pretty sure I might be over exaggerating a bit, but I'm pretty sure you were hyperventilating when you were coming out. Like, oh my god, I actually got to meet him. Oh my god.
Yeah, you saw that I was like out of breath and that I was trying to restrain and calm myself. Uh, it wasn't until like after I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna have him sign the picture. And when I got up to the picture, or when I got to his booth, I actually had an easier time. Well, slightly easier time to talk to him. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to. I wanted to ask him some stuff, but I just didn't know where to start. So I was just like, yeah, I just had to, have you sign it,
Yeah.
and he was also really funny to meet in person.
No,
Uh,
he was like I didn't even know who he was. You showed me a couple of his videos prior,
yeah,
but like at that point, I had no idea who he was. And then when he saw us, because like we went as Mario and Luigi
yeah.
respectively
And
for the
when I
yeah.
was paying for what we want to do with him, he started humming. He started humming the Mario Bros. Theme, which just made me giddy. That was really
No,
funny.
yeah, he called. I don't know if I'm making this up or if I'm misremembering, but he called one of us handsome. No, I don't remember.
I don't remember that
I
either.
think I think I don't know. I might be making stuff up right now, but I sort of remember him. I mean, hey, if he did, I'm taking that. I'm taking it as a compliment. But yeah, he was a really cool guy. We also met Richard Horvitz, the voice of Billy and Invader Zim. That was cool too. And Steve Burns was
Steve
also cool.
Burns, big part of our childhood. Steve Burns was awesome.
Oh, I love him. Such a great person. Yeah, I would love to go back. But anyway, the second reason why I wanted to do this was because I just wanted to. After meeting Charles, it made me want to play every single game again. Just for, because I'm such a big fan of the series. I've been playing all these games since like I was like 5 years old, which is crazy. And like just being able to play all of these again and like just even completing all these games after like it took me like 3 months to do all this.
Yeah.
It was just crazy. I was like, man, every game is unique, and I'm just glad I got to play all of them because like it just made me appreciate the series even more, and it just makes me look even more forward to like the newer game. Like hopefully, there's rumors about Nintendo Switch 2. If that's the case, I'm hoping there's a new Mario game.
Shit, if the Switch 2 is out, then yeah, I might have to get my money ready.
I already have my money. I've been having my money ready for a Switch 2, but we'll see if it's true. 2024 is the year.
After this, I'm actually debating if, because I know Mario was a big part of your childhood, I'm debating if I should do the same thing with the God of War games or even the Crash Bandicoot games.
Ooh, I recommend the Crash Bandicoot games.
I might. We'll see. I know there's. I think I have all of them, but I'm not 1,000% sure. I would have to see.
Gotcha. No, yeah. For me, after this, I'm gonna be moving on to Zelda because
Zelda.
I've always wanted to play Zelda, like all of them. The first game I played was Breath of the Wild, and that game was incredible.
No, yeah,
And
my
yeah,
first game was also Breath of the Wild. I currently have Breath of the Wild and Skyward Sword.
yeah.
Oh no, no, no! My first Legends of Zelda game, if this counts, was on the DS.
Oh, was it Spirit Tracks?
No, it wasn't Spirit Tracks. It had three different links.
Oh, Four Swordsmen, I
Four
think.
Swords. That
Yeah,
was the
Four
one.
Swords Adventure, I think.
I
Yeah.
think I still have it in my DSi. It should still be installed. And then the second one was Breath of the Wild. I still have yet to finish it because it is a humongous game.
No, yeah.
uh,
I mean, technically, the first game I've played from Zelda was like the very first one on the NES. I played it on a ROM. That's how I actually got introduced to Mario. It was my cousin's laptop, and she had a ROM of a bunch of NES games like Godzilla. She had Ghostbusters, Kirby's
oh
Adventure.
damn!
Yeah, which I'm going to be doing after Zelda, all the Kirby games.
Oh, the Kirby games.
I'm just
Damn.
missing one game from that one, Planet Robobot, but for now I'm just gonna be focusing on Zelda after Mario. But like I'm taking like a 2 month break after that because like that was a lot of Mario that I played. I enjoyed all of them except for one, but it was fun. But man, it was what a rush.
Indeed.
Yeah. So yeah, now actually talking about the tier list after like what 10 minutes of nonstop talking about everything else other than the games. Let's see.
So I guess do Luigi's Mansion count?
No, they don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where is the original? Cause
There's the original first game right there.
oh, okay, got it,
Okay.
got it. All right, so man, Super Mario Brothers. I'm not gonna lie, there's not really much to say about the first Mario, but I would put it not in Okie Dokie. I would put in very nice because this is B. Yeah, yeah. If I remember, that's B.
I did play the first game because of the All Stars. It was I had a All Stars in a what was it? It was I think it was a ROM.
Yeah,
Yeah, It was in a ROM for my DS Lite, and that had a bunch of games. It even had the Mario All Stars collection, which was very buggy, but nonetheless, once you get past the bugs, you were able to play the first Mario game, or whatever was included
No,
in.
yeah, it was the original Lost Levels, um, Super Mario Brothers 2 and Super Mario Brothers 3. And I think on
Yes,
in one of them they would include World, Super Mario World.
I did have Super Mario Bros. 3 for the Game Boy. Well, I played on my DS, but I had the Game Boy cartridge. Um, but we're talking about the first game. The first game for me was actually really fun. I did enjoy it, and it did get me a little addicted because like how it looked
Yeah.
compared to the other games. Sure, this one was the first game and it was really old, but it just had that like sense of magic that just like got little kid me hooked.
No, yeah, I agree. For like being the first game, it still holds up even to this day.
Even to this
I
day,
no,
yeah.
like I sped ran through this game. It takes me like 10 minutes now to beat this game because I know everything about this game. Um, in terms of controls, it's still smooth. I still think it's smooth. However, there is one problem that I have with it, and it's where when you build up too much momentum, and when you jump, you're sort of locked into position on where you jump. That's what I noticed. And so, let's say you want to jump over a gap or like a specific gap. I know there's one in like World 8-2 where you got to jump on the little pillars to get to the flagpole. I've noticed if I'm running too fast and if I jump over one of the pillars and I try to hold back on the D-pad, like you're still moving forward. You only move a little bit back, but you're still moving forward. And that's the only problem that I really have. I mean, it is the first game, so
It
like,
is the first
of
game.
course, yeah. The music gets really repetitive a lot.
Uh,
There's only like three track. No, there are only like three tracks in the game, which I mean, it's still the first game, but like that's I'm already getting too nitpicky with that. But
right.
overall, it still holds up to this day as like a really good Mario game.
Yeah.
Yeah. What doesn't hold up as a good Mario game though, or is it? Let's see.
Is it the second game?
Uh, not two. Where's Lost Levels?
You didn't like Lost Levels?
I don't see it here. I'm just gonna substitute All Stars for Lost Levels. So when you see All Stars on the final tier list, just pretend this is Super Mario Brothers: The Lost Levels because I don't
Oh
think
wait, is this Lost Levels over here?
no, that's two. That's Mario Land 2.
No.
No, that's the yeah, that's the original
Oh,
one.
okay.
That's the one that we got. Which one? This is the one that America got. The one does it not have Lost? That's so weird.
Yeah, where is Lost
I don't
Levels?
see it.
Maybe I could look it up and we could try to find and match the picture.
Yeah, but wherever Lost Levels is, it's excuse my French, it's just a shit game. It think of the first game, the first Super Mario Brothers, but just like it's not even fair. Like literally, the first level, the first mushroom that you interact with, it kills you. That's what it does.
Oh, I did play that.
Yeah,
That one was really stupid.
it's like a think of Mario Maker, but like in the 80s. Like it is so unfair. Like the only good aspect about Lost Levels is that if you die in between worlds, like if you are on world 1-4 and if you die, you get sent back to world 1-1. Or I
I think
mean,
that yeah, that happened to me. I forgot that one was annoying.
yeah, I guess that was a bad example. Like, let's say if you die like world 6-4, if you die at world level 4, you just get back sent back to world 6, the very first level of world 6, which isn't too bad. That is the only caveat I have to this game. It is so cryptic with how you have to beat it, especially world 8. Like, oh my god, like you have to hit like a hidden block on top of a Koopa Troopa, and like it does not give you any hints to do that. Like just imagine, pretend you're in this
That yeah.
scenario where you're a Japanese boy in the year 1980s. You got home from the worst day of school. Your parents got you the new Super Mario Brothers game. You pop it in, expecting to have a great time, and the first mushroom kills you, and your whole entire day is hell. Your whole entire weekend is ruined.
Yeah, that would suck.
And the worst
That
part
would
is,
suck.
like, I had to actually use the internet to figure out some of the stuff out in Lost Levels. I feel bad for any child who hasn't beat this game without the internet because like
Oh yeah.
there's probably some random Japanese kid out there that still hasn't beaten this game. That's how like BS this game is, and I just hate it. It is just like I mentioned the first game, but worse. That's why it's probably going to be the only game in Shadow Realm because like, come on, that game sucks. Let's see. So after Lost Levels, it's Super Mario Brothers 2, which is that one right there. That one I have a lot of nostalgia for. It was the first game you could play as Peach and Toad, and this is where their key attributes came in. Like Mario was just like the normal guy. Luigi had his signature high jumps. Peach could float.
Oh yeah, they had the different attributes.
Yeah, Toad is
I
super
forgot
fast.
which one I played then. I don't know if it was because I think I played both of them, but I just couldn't tell the difference. So
Gotcha.
my opinion is kind of off the window.
Yeah, this game also introduced Shy Guy, the best villain in the game, or best baddie in the game. But like, I mean, come on, it's Shy Guy. I like this guy. So, and I mean, the graphics are really good. The bosses are unique. The worlds are unique too. I didn't get a game over, so I'm not sure if it sends you back to like the very start of the game.
Oh damn, you did this in one run?
Yeah, I did. I did all that in one run.
Oh
I
shit.
know a lot of the. When it comes to the original four games, the first game, two, three, and World, I almost know everything about them. That's how much I played these games.
Damn.
And after playing two, it's a pretty good game. Like it's not A tier, but it's enough to be considered B, in my opinion. I'm not.
Hmm.
I'm not sure about you and your take on that.
Honestly, I would have to replay these games because I did remember Lost Levels having that shitty mushroom,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it was. I don't know if I even touched the second one, like the original second one.
Gotcha. No, what's I wish I could put Lost Levels on a like a lower
It's on
tier.
the Switch Online backwards compatibility thing, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
one
I
through
might touch it.
World are on the virtual console for the Switch. But like as I was saying, Lost Worlds, if I could put it at a lower tier than Shadow Realm, I would. Because like there's a segment towards the end where you're underground, and because of the shading, when you hit a mushroom, you don't know if it's a poison one or the regular one. So
Right.
it's literally a 50-50 every time. It's mostly going to be the poison one, which sucks. So like Lost World just sucks, man. I did not like that one whatsoever. All right, next up, three. Three? Oh, three? Oh, wait, I
Oh.
did. Oh, oops.
Oh, you didn't even.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you control it because
Okay.
like I'm like on the other side of the table.
Would you give it a Wahoo?
I would give it a Wahoo.
All right.
It is a good game. Like, because I know there's a debate between whether three is the best one or World is the best one between 2D games. For me, I'm a World guy. I love Super
I
Mario
love
World.
World. I love World.
Yeah, I could get why people love three more than World because I mean the power ups are really fun to use. The level designs are really creative, especially Big World. Big World's like the best one in three.
I think I made it to the cloud level. If
I
I
think
still have my cartridge and if I pop it in my DS Lite, I might still have my save file there.
no, yeah, I think the cloud level was like World. No, five is. It's been a while since I played
It's been
three.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
because
been
like
for me it's been years.
no, for me it's been a while. Like I played all these games back to back to back, so it's kind of hard for me to like actually recall any of these, like the levels. I mean, for the recent ones, I recall them daily because they're the modern ones. But like
Right.
when it comes to the old school ones, it's kind of hard to me to remember what the aesthetics were. But three was good. Like
I also really did like the Tanuki and how you know if you run fast enough, you could
you
just
could
like
just fly.
you could just
Yeah, I like
fly.
that a lot too.
That one was really fun.
Yeah, I liked it. Three is definitely a banger. If you have the ability to play it, I'd highly recommend it. Yeah, that leads to spoiler alert. Super Mario World, which I don't think I see on this.
Oh, right there.
Oh, okay, yeah, got it. So World, like for me personally, this game is Superstar.
I can agree.
It is the
I
first
can agree.
Superstar. This game
I had this on the Wii and I was so addicted. I freaking loved World.
Funny enough, I didn't play World until like 2015, 2014 when the Wii U came out
Oh
because
damn.
that was my first exposure to World. I remember my brother, he was looking through the eShop on the Wii U. He bought Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo and Super Mario World, and he told me a funny story that excuse me, he was at the first castle of World, and it was so hard for him to beat that he just broke his Super Nintendo. Yeah. So
Oh my
he never
god.
fully beaten the game
Oh
until
my
then.
god.
Yeah.
I haven't fully beaten it, but I remember I had so much fun playing World. I loved it. Uh, I had it on the Wii, and I think I don't know who bought it, but I know it was probably my parents. We had, I think we also had the third game bought in the from the eShop. We had the third game. We had Star Fox,
Hmm.
and we had Super Mario World, which Super Mario World I replayed so much because it was such a fun Mario game to play.
It is honestly when it comes to that era, like it's probably the best one. At three is like right there too, but I don't know. World just like it's. You're gonna be hearing me saying this word a lot. It is so damn charming. Like
It is
it's
very charming.
the controls are great. Yoshi made his first appearance. Like I'm not a real big fan of Yoshi.
Oh
Like
no, I loved
now,
Yoshi. Every time I saw the opportunity of using Yoshi, I used the opportunity because Yoshi is just so fun to use.
he is, and but like I just like his design more in the later games, or and
Oh yeah,
more.
they did, you know.
What I meant to say was more in the past games because like I don't know, he just looks more. I just like his dopey eyes. Like I think they kind of ruined it a little bit with the modern designs,
Mhm.
but spoiler alert, they did bring his world design back to wonder, and I just love that so much. Like he looks so much cooler like that. But first S tier, Super Mario World. Is it deserved? Yes, it is.
Very deserved.
It is so
Very
damn
deserved.
charming. So let's see. After World, oh man, I'm already forgetting the timeline. Let's see.
Where's Super Nintendo games?
After World, it's
Would it be RPG?
no. What was after World? I think it was Super Mario Land One. There you go. That was the next game.
Where's Mario Land one?
Okay. See, there's two, man. They really got to order. I This one thing that sucks about this is that they didn't order them chronologically, so it's like super hard to find. Oh, there it is. It's right
Right
there
here.
between that game. Hmm. I I don't really remember too much from this one. This is, if you didn't know, Land is like the shortest mainline game. It only has 4 worlds with 4 levels
You did
each.
mention that. I remember you
Yeah,
did mention that.
yeah. I do not remember that much of Land, but it was. I mean, it was just Super Mario Bros. But with a twist. You're not in the Mushroom Kingdom. I'm pretty sure this is. Oh no, because in World you were in the Dinosaur Land.
Right.
So like it isn't the first game where you're not in Mushroom Kingdom, but yeah, I to be honest, I don't really recall too much from Land. It was so, like I breezed through that game in like in an hour.
Hmm.
Yeah, like there's, I mean, the music is good. I remember enjoying the music a lot. In terms of aesthetics, it was. I mean, it's a Game Boy game. It's not going to be that detailed. The controls were great. I remember that. The bosses were unique too. I'm pretty sure you fight a lion in one of them. That's the only game the final boss appears in Tatanga. He has never appeared in another mainline Mario game ever since.
Oh, I think yeah, I
Yeah, he's
heard
like a
about
little.
Tatanga.
He's a little alien that's in a spaceship and he shoots
This
you.
is spoilers. This is the one where it's a dream, right?
No, that one is Super Mario Brothers 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one's 2, which
I did remember a lot of the Flash Mario videos I saw. I would see that character, and I was like, "Who is that character?"
yeah. I I think me forgetting a lot of Land kind of speaks for itself. And honestly, I think I'm just gonna have to put it in Okie Dokie. I put it in the C because like it's the shortest. It's fun, but if you lose all your lives, you just go back to the beginning, which was like a thing with these older games.
Right.
But I don't know, like the Screen Crunch 2. I played this on the 3DS because I have the virtual console on my 3DS. It was a lot better because at the very least the screen wasn't too crunched up like on an original Game Boy. But besides that, like it was just okay.
Mm.
Yeah. And the next year you're all not ready for the next game because the next game I'm pretty sure is this guy right here, Super Mario
64.
64.
I have yet to finish 64,
That is
and for me, I feel like 64 would be between Wahoo or Very Nice for me.
for you. For me, it's a superstar. That game is a very nice. This is like this game to this day still has so much like I don't even know how to. It has so much potential because like if you don't know, this game gets modded a lot. There's like a lot of
There's
ROMs.
so many ROMs.
There's so many like people speed run it to this day still. This game has been so monumental in terms of like the gaming industry too. Like there has been a lot of games that's been influenced by this one, and like I don't even know what I can say about this game that hasn't already been said by millions of people. It is it's I like I can't even begin how to describe how amazing this game is. The controls buttery smooth. The atmosphere is like, I mean, come on, Bomb
It
Bomb
is a very
Battlefield,
it's a very nice
Womp's
atmosphere.
Fortress, Dire Docks.
It even still holds up to this day with
It
the
does.
amount of memes and jokes people reference
No,
to
yeah.
64, especially the penguin level.
Oh, dude, the
uh,
penguin level.
for me, I played more of the DS port.
Oh,
The DS port for
64
me,
DS.
64DS
Yeah.
was for me the Wahoo. I had a lot of fun with the DS. And then very nice would probably be the original 64. Probably because I didn't really play it much. Uh, I jumped the superstars, but I didn't really play 64 much. But I can see where it can be a favorite. I can see where people enjoy the game.
No, yeah. For me, I consider this like cult classic. Like, if there's
I would
any
have to go back and actually finish it, but
No, yeah. If you have never been exposed to Mario before and you have never played like a 3D game or just like any of his games in general, if you were to start off with Super Mario 64, that is like your best bet because like you can start off with any other game, sure, like the originals, but like there's just something so amazing about this game. Like everything about it is so memorable. Everything's just so charming. It's fun. It's exhilarating. There's the only complaint that I could give it is one of the levels, Rainbow Cruiser. Like honestly, one of the worst levels I played. It like it just like after playing all these games back to back to back, it kind of gave me like a retrospect on how much I hate auto scrollers. Like I hate auto scrollers so much because it just takes you out of the immersion. It just breaks the like 90% of the times when I was on an auto scroller for one of these games, it kind of just ruins the mood for me because like it just
right.
I'm blasting through these games, and then I have to play a level that has a handhold me throughout the level, and I can't do anything about it. I just hate auto scrollers so much.
Right.
But that was the only complaint I have for 64 because that's Rainbow Cruiser is the only one that like sort of like makes you wait to complete it because you're on a flying carpet the entire time on that level, and you have to beat the level like 7 times because there's 7 star. No, yeah, there's 7 stars for each level. The seventh star always being like you need to collect 100 coins in each respective level. But like I just hate Rainbow Cruiser so much. But besides that, 64 holds so much for me. I, without a doubt, have to give it an S tier. And this is the first game, or technically the first mainline game Charles voiced in. And that
Oh
makes me really
yeah.
happy.
Also, let's not forget his iconic line, "So long, Gabe Bowser."
Of course, yeah. He says it's so long King Bowser,
Yeah, but
but
the internet
we
loves
all know
we all.
that's not the case. Yeah, but yeah, S tier, fantastic game. Next up is, I believe, Super Mario Land 2, which it should be right
Right here.
between the next game after 2, Sunshine. Oh, excuse me. 2, I'd give it a B tier.
B?
I would give it very nice because
Oh,
it does what the original Land like failed in, and it comes to creativity, I think, because like there's six or seven worlds that you explore, Man, I don't remember anything about the Game Boy games. I do remember two a lot though. I remember all the worlds being creative. There's like a world where you have to climb up a tree, and each level you sort of like progress going up the tree. You have to fight like little bugs and all that. There's a world where you're inside of a giant metal Mario, like a robotic Mario, and you have to go all the way to the control system to fight the boss. Like the bosses were really unique too, in terms of like the other games, because I know for a bunch of them you just fight Bowser, but this one actually marks the debut of Wario,
Oh,
actually as the final
really?
boss. Yeah, he's the final boss of this game,
I
and
have
he's
not played this one.
he's pretty fun to fight against. He uses the power ups that you've collected throughout your journey against you. Like in this game, the main power up of focus is like the carrot, which gives you like little like it sort of serves the same purpose as Tanuki, but you can't fly. You can just like hover. But it's
Oh,
a really fun power up to use.
okay.
Um, Graphically, it looks so much better than Land. Like it is such an upgrade. Like you can actually see, like, cause in Land, in the first one, Mario's just like a tiny little pixel. You cannot see anything. But in this one, you could actually see Mario. Like he's actually fully like modeled, and that's what I liked because I could actually see where I'm landing in too. And because of that, like just for that alone, I give it a B tier.
Hmm.
Yeah, but overall, it was a fun game. I was surprised that I liked it as much as I did. Um, Next game. Uh, this oh man, this one might be a bit controversial, in my opinion. The next one is Sunshine.
Sunshine. So
I
for
I'll
me,
let you speak. Yeah.
so for me, Sunshine is in fact one of my favorite games.
Hmm.
I played it on the Wii. That was because one of my brother's friends he brought the game. He had Luigi's Mansion and Sunshine,
Yeah.
and I think he moved and we never returned Sunshine, so we still technically kept Sunshine. I don't know if we still have it to this day. I would have to find it, but yeah, we technically stole Sunshine from him. But Sunshine was a very fun one for me because it was such a fun. It had, how do I say this? So it had the similar feeling of 64,
Yeah.
that you're put in a world and you have to explore it, and you have to get every starshine or every star basically.
Yeah.
Uh, but then in high school, when they came out with the 3D All Stars for the Switch, I bought that day one. Shit, I even bought that during class because that was when during COVID,
Yeah.
and my grandpa, I asked if he could take me as I switched to my phone to make it seem like I was in class. Quotation marks if you can't
No,
see.
I did the exact same too. When they announced that game, I pre-ordered it instantly. And then when I had like a 50-minute break, I immediately went to Best Buy to pick up my
Oh,
copy.
I think this was during my college class. I forgot what it was called, but it was like the class that they prep you for college.
Oh yeah, yeah, senior seminar.
Senior seminar.
Yeah.
It was during my senior seminar class. I hopped on the phone, and then I went into GameStop, and then I was like talking, and the guy probably figured what I was doing, which was funny. So I mute myself, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm here to buy Mario 3D All Stars," and like he rang me up. I paid for it. I go, and then I go back home like nothing happened. Install the game, and yeah, it was like I never left class, which was really fun to do, which I did miss about COVID hitting during high school because
No, yeah,
I
dude.
did crazy shit like that.
COVID just sucked. I hated it so much.
So I have not finished Sunshine yet, surprisingly. I have not finished Sunshine. My only gripe with this game was certain parts to get certain stars. You don't have I forgot what's its name. The soaker.
Oh, the flood. Yeah.
Yeah, flood. You didn't have flood, and you have to platform through these obstacles
Hmm.
without the flood, and it made it so difficult. Where I'm like, how the fuck can I play this?
I actually did like those levels a lot.
It got tough on me because I feel like I love Sunshine. I feel like Sunshine would be between Superstar and Wahoo because Flood made the game really fun, and I
Hmm.
did enjoy the boss fights against Bowser Jr.
Oh yeah, Bowser Jr. was really fun.
He
Like
was a
Shadow
very
Mario, yeah.
he was a very fun addition to the game. Uh,
It was his debut game too.
it was his debut.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
Honestly, I wished I could like the game as much as you did. Like, okay, in terms of the tier list, where would you put it in your opinion? I just want to hear your take first before I say anything, because
Like I said, between Wahoo or Superstar, it's between those two, but I can't pick. But if I have no other choice, I would probably put it in Wahoo.
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 This is where this is going to be a big difference between opinions. I think it was just an okie dokie.
It was an okie dokie for
I
you.
For me, it was like surprisingly okie dokie. This was at the time. This was like one of the few Mario games that I haven't played. Because when I saw 3D All Stars being announced, they said it was 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy. I played 64 and Galaxy before, but I have never played Sunshine at that point. And when like I didn't want to play Sunshine first, I wanted to go chronologically.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
I wanted to. Okay, so I was picking favorites. I did Sunshine first, and then I did play a little bit of 64, but I wanted to save the first Galaxy for last, which to this day I still have not played.
damn.
But I played the second Galaxy. I got that for Christmas. But I still have to finish 64 and Sunshine before I can even touch the first Galaxy. So,
No, yeah. So when I played Sunshine, I still had like the mentality of playing 64. So like okay, first of all, the movements, some of the best movements in a Mario game.
indeed, indeed,
I have to say that right now because
exactly.
like Mario's just so buttery smooth in that game, and with Flood too, it sort of like enhances his gameplay too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because
Flood is so fun to
you
use.
have the hover nozzle when you're running. You can just like spray water on the floor, and you could dive, and you could just infinitely dive.
It was so fun.
Like that's some of the best movements that I've experienced in a Mario game like ever. However, there are like a lot of problems that I have with the
Okay, what
game.
are the issues you had with this one?
Okay, obviously the first problem, the blue coins. I
The
hate the
blue.
blue coins so much.
I'm trying to remember that.
Okay, so essentially there are like base game. I'm pretty sure there are like only 80 shines they can get, and then for the rest of the 40, you have to collect the blue coins.
Oh,
Now,
fuck,
yeah, now
yeah,
you remember.
yeah. I hated those. I think it was good that I put it on Wahoo because that was also another gripe I had.
Yeah, like when I first played this game, I made the mistake of like randomly collecting blue coins, and when it was time for me to 100% it, I had no idea which blue coins I had and had it collected. And
Right.
so I only did what any other like reasonable person would do, and that was search YouTube. It took me like 5 hours to find every single
5 hours.
5 hours just because I was like, I'm if I just click a random timestamp, I don't know whether or not I have it or not, and there's no way for me to check unless if I just go randomly into levels. So I had to start at the very first world or the very first level, and from there I had to watch the video like bit by bit in order to find it. It was awful. Was it satisfying? No. In my opinion, out of these like the three games on All Stars, 64, this one, and Galaxy, this one has like the worst 100% completion award ever.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
feel that.
yeah. There's just so much to like. It's just so janky. Like I'm contemplating, just like I know I'm man, I can't even say the word.
Contemplating.
No, compliment. There you go.
Oh, complimenting.
It was
Okay.
at the tip of my tongue. I can't even say anymore.
Okay.
Like I gave so much compliment to like Mario himself and the movements. It's crazy. But like the game itself, it just feels so damn janky.
Damn.
Like I feel like whenever I want to do something, it just doesn't let me. The chucksters, I hate the chucksters so much. They tell you, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna throw you to this part over here," and when they do, they don't. They just immediately chuck you over the platform you want to get on.
Jeez.
And then the notorious part of the game, or two of the most notorious parts of the game, the sandbird and the pachinko machine. Oh my god, I hate the pachinko machine so much.
I'm trying to remember the pachinko machine, but I think the Sandbirds. Yeah.
You remember the sandbird? Sandbird's so dumb.
Yeah, the Sandbirds.
Sandbirds, and like it has one of my favorite aesthetics. out of the three
Oh,
because
it
like
has a very lovely aesthetics. The
because
the
when
the
comparing
beachy
no,
sunshines.
yeah, like it's if there's one thing that I can give Sunshine, it's consistency. Because in Galaxy and 64, you're just going to like different like
Right.
levels. Like 1 minute you're like on the top of a icy mountain, the next you're in like a really flooded, like deserted town. For Sunshine, you're just essentially at Margaritaville like 24/7. Like you just visit different parts of the beach. You visit like a theme park at one point. You visit like a waterfall too. Like it's super consistent with its
It's a
themes.
very very fun.
Yeah, the soundtrack is really good. It has one of my favorite soundtracks in all the games that I played. But like other than that, I did not really enjoy it as much as other people just because of the jankiness alone. And I know a lot of people give this game crap for not being as good as they wanted to, but like it's like I know I'm being nitpicky, but it's not as bad as I'm depicting it. It's just very obnoxious at points. So like I'm sorry, I cannot give it anything more than a C. Like at all. That's where I have to go with that.
That's understandable.
Yeah,
But
is
for
it,
me, it's a wahoo.
no, yeah, like of course it's gonna be like we're gonna be like different opinions and all that too, which is fine. But I just can't get over how janky Sunshine was. But overall, okie dokie. I'll give it an okie dokie.
All right.
All right,
What is the next game?
next game, next game. I'm pretty sure it's DS, New Super Mario Brothers DS.
This one?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. There you go.
oh,
I'll let you say what you have to
okay,
say first.
okay. This this was one of the first games I played on the DS, and Jesus Christ, this game was fun. I would replay it nonstop. For me, oh, okay. I'm just gonna like go a little ahead here. Two of the new Super Mario Bros. Games are superstars for me because they were so fun. They
Hmm.
had so much like how do I explain this? What I loved about Super Mario Bros was it had a multiplayer versus
Hmm.
where you and a friend are Mario and Luigi and you're trying to get the most coins, right?
I think so. I haven't played the
I
versus
I
mode.
try I tried to do a versus mode, but we never got to do it. But I've seen videos. Uh, but the first level was so much fun. I love the platforming and the items. Oh my god, I want them to bring this item back. The blue
The
shell.
blue shell.
The blue shell was so much fun to use. I would replay a level just to get the blue shell in my inventory so I can use it whenever I want. Whenever I want. I absolutely adored Super Mario Bros. DS.
That's good because I'm not gonna lie. Like here's my issue. Like okay, for the game itself, I had a fun time. Out of all the new games, this one had to be the most unique. This is the one I actually had the most fun with. Like some of the enemies are super unique. I mean, you have your generic Goombas, Koopas, Boos, and all that, but like you have like these little. The one, my favorite enemy from that game probably had to be like the variant of Spike, where instead of like throwing these giant spiky balls towards you, you would like upchuck giant snowball while wearing like gloves and like a beanie and all that, and he will just chuck them at you. That's my favorite enemy in the game. But like, yeah, I totally agree with what you said. This game is fun. Like it's just flat out fun. Like sure, it's simple, but I mean, of course it is. It's supposed to be in the same heart as the original Super Mario Brothers. And with that, that's all I honestly have to say. Like a lot of the new games, like Wii U, two, they all take, especially two, because like it's sort of weird how these games work. Like Wii, like the sequel to New Super Mario Brothers U is Wii, and I think two is the sequel to the first one on the DS, which is kind of like it's I don't know how to describe it. It's just
It's
weird.
a bit weird, yeah. But I guess another thing that like I did really enjoy, and here's the thing about me: I'm a simple guy. So the reason why I loved the new Super Mario Bros. Series was because it was a simple point A to point B jumping adventure with Mario. It was simple, but not simple where it was boring, simple where it was still enjoyable and fun, and
Hmm.
it gave you a reason to keep replaying just to get that feeling again. You know,
I couldn't have said it better myself, but honestly, I don't know. When I was playing this game, it's weird because I felt like I didn't enjoy it as much as I did. I did, but like I think it was because I had the hindsight of knowing I'm going to be having to play the technically the exact same game three
three
times
times.
over the course of my retrospective, and I think that sort of hindered my sort of like my opinion towards New Super Mario Brothers DS. But at the same time, this was like one of the other few games that I have never played before, let alone beaten it. So for my first playthrough of DS, I give it a very nice. I think it's
A very
really good.
nice.
Yeah,
I would give this. I think I said superstar, right?
I think you said Superstar.
Yeah. This was my superstar. So that would be Mario Bros. World or Super Mario World and Super Mario Bros. DS as my superstars.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah, but no, yeah. DS is if you had never played DS, I highly recommend it.
It's a very fun one.
I played it on a virtual console for Wii U, and so I got to play on a big TV, and it was really cool.
I still have my cartridge.
Oh, very nice, very nice. All right, I mean, I know what the next game is, and honestly, there's literally no excuse where this one goes. Galaxy, for me, is the greatest game of all time.
I have not played it.
You have to
I've
play it.
only played the second one,
Oh my
and I
god,
got the second one for Christmas. I have not played the first one.
dude. You have no idea how much I love this game.
You did mention, yeah, you would mention a lot.
This
You would mention a lot.
this game is my childhood. This is the first Mario game that I ever bought with my own money, and I felt so proud about that. And when I popped it into my Wii for the very first time, oh boy, I this I don't even know how to even describe this. This game is so incredible. I recently just made a college slideshow for my music class about the
About
soundtrack of this game.
about
Yes,
Galaxy.
about Galaxy, about the
About
soundtrack.
Galaxy.
Because
Oh
like
my god.
I this game made my life like it's incredible just how influential this game is, and like even after this game and two, as I went on through the games, I've noticed just how much they took inspiration from Galaxy and Galaxy 2. Like it's just insane. Like the first game for me had the most impact, like especially when comparing it to two. I'm going to talk about two in a bit, but one was the most impactful game for me because like it felt like the first Mario game where it kind of took itself seriously. Like it felt like sort of a movie at that point.
I
It's super thematic.
Oh, I am you are you are hooking me into this.
Like it is so good. Like I can still remember the intro to this day. It's it's like it's just amazing. Like this is the first game I'm pretty sure in the main line that actually has lore for one of its characters, and honestly, one of my favorite characters that was introduced in this game, Rosalina. She is
Oh, I love Rosalina.
out of it's crazy to think out of every single Mario character, she has like the most consistent lore to like compared to anyone else in the entire
I knew there were
franchise.
people that would pick between Peach or Daisy. I am a Rosalina guy.
I am
I am
too.
a Rosalina guy.
Rosalina is like
I will defend Rosalina to the end of the earth.
I don't know, like they made it, and she's such a like sympathetic character too, or empathetic, or whatever it is. Like
Very, yeah.
it's crazy. Like oh, I don't even know how to begin. Like all the levels in these games, they're bangers. All these levels hit, even the bad ones, they're good. My at the very like, there's only one level I don't really like. It's like a slingshot galaxy near it's near the fountain. You feed these things called like hungry lumas, and
Mm.
essentially you give them star bits, and they'll unlock a world for you or a level. And that was like the only level I didn't really like. Everything else though was a masterpiece, and the soundtrack. Oh my god,
The
the
soundtrack
soundtrack
is so good.
is like it is perfect. It is the first time the series used like an actual orchestra, like a live orchestra, to do the soundtrack for this
They
game.
use a live. No
They use a
wonder.
live orchestra, and
Because
my
I
god,
remember it was after we saw the Mario movie. That one song was playing during the
Gusty
credit.
Garden Galaxy,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I eventually started listening to some of the music, and I was like, "Holy shit, this game! I love the
The
soundtrack."
soundtrack, like it is, like it's crazy just how versatile the soundtrack is. Like I mean, like I could gush over this game for like hours. Like the bosses too. The bosses like are so awesome. Like literally, the very first boss that you fight in this game is a giant robot, and you have to climb up his legs, and you gotta aim these bullet bills to its head to get like the grand star, which is like the main objective of the game.
Yeah,
And
no, yeah.
it is so cool. Like all these like this is the first game where Bowser actually felt a little bit intimidating. Like it's crazy. Like instead of just kidnapping Peach, he steals the entire damn castle and just shoots it into space.
That, yeah.
And for me, this game has the best 100% complete reward out of any Mario game, and you get to unlock Luigi and play the entire game with him. But honestly, it's only worth it because of that one black tag. Like it's a black background, and the blue text comes out that says you can now play as Luigi.
Oh yeah,
That
that
is
is an iconic. That is an iconic
like
screen.
like that alone. It's just like it's more of an award for me. Just like hell, if you just show me that text and I don't actually play as Luigi, I don't care because that's like one of the funniest things I ever
It's a very
seen.
funny picture. You can
Like
now play as Luigi.
when I was a kid, when I was playing this game, I didn't even know you could play as Luigi once you get 120 stars, and
Oh
that
wow.
motivated me. That motivated me to get all 120 stars. Like there's so much that I could go on about this game, but we'll be here forever
Yeah.
if I keep talking about it. So like maybe at the end, maybe when we're done ordering these games, we might. I kind of want to order them in between tiers. Like let's say for example, Super Mario Land 2 for me is like at the bottom of very nice. And I think DS is like at the very top of very nice. Like at the
Mm.
very front of very nice. But I guess we'll do
Yeah,
that for
we'll
feeling.
rearrange.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
just grabbing them by whatever.
But Galaxy, man. S tier. Like, there's literally no other position that I would put it in. It is just that good. All right, let's see. Next game. I'm trying to remember. It's Wii. New Super Mario Brothers Wii's the next one.
New Super Mario Bros. Wii.
Mm-hmm.
My flipping superstar. That I love Super Mario Bros. Wii. I think I got this. So we were broke as shit growing up. So we were like trying to like. Basically, I couldn't really get any game I wanted, which was fine. It taught me a lot about money. So I guess it was a good thing that I had to go through this. But I didn't have many Wii games growing up. I only had we basically had to rely on rental services.
Gotcha. So like
Because
GameFly and all that, or
no, we didn't do gameplay.
oh, okay,
Uh, I'm old as shit for this. We relied on Blockbuster and Hollywood Video.
dude, that's the one thing I've always regretted. Never going to Blockbuster. I have never been to a Blockbuster.
I've been in both, and it was I want to re-experience that so bad.
No, like there's one near our area too that was super close, but they closed it
That
down.
used to
Yeah,
be a Blockbuster. I remember.
yeah. Me, like whenever I was a kid, and our mom had to do errands when we had to go with her, we would always pass by it, and I like it always intrigued my interest, and I've always wanted to go in there, but we never did.
I remember we rented Brawl for the Wii. We rented Globs of Doom, which
Oh,
was
I like that game a
another
lot.
iconic game I played on the Wii.
That game's good.
But the games that I owned were Call of Duty World at War, Wii Sports, that was an iconic one. Uh, Rayman Raving Rabbits 2, that was another favorite.
I've always wanted to play that one.
I think I still have it, but I gotta find it.
Oh, we gotta play it.
Uh, and I know for sure Super Mario Bros. Wii. Super Mario Bros. Wii was a game that we bought full price, and it was a game me and my family played. We even bought controllers just so the whole family could play. And Jesus Christ, I even my brother even went as far to trying the 100% it trying to get all of the coins, trying to complete every level. And the final boss with Bowser was so good too. I love that final boss. That was such a good one with the twist with Kamek,
Oh yeah, that was my
and
favorite.
you had to run from a giant Bowser. Along, you have to wait for him to destroy certain obstacles so you could pass through. That was so fun. And I got also addicted to the propeller
Oh, the
power up.
propeller.
The propeller was such a fun one
For me, it's the
where you
penguin.
the penguin
The penguin
the
suit is
penguin
my
was a fun
favorite.
one. The penguin was a
That
fun
was
one.
fun. It kind of felt redundant because you had the ice flower, and then the penguin suit did the
Could also
exact same
slide.
thing. Yeah, but it could slide. So like, why have the ice flower when you have a better ice flower in the penguin suit? That's
Exactly.
what I never understood, but it's whatever.
On top of that, I also love the motion control where you have to shake the Wii remote just so you can jump high and propel. It was really fun.
It.
So for me, Wii's a superstar.
I wish I could say the same thing. Don't get me wrong, I liked it a lot, but you gotta take in consideration. I did single player for this game, and someone mentioned this to me, and I could never unthink of it. But when you're playing in single player, like there's just so much space on the screen. Like the screen is so like wide, like you're literally in the middle of the screen, and there's like empty space around you. And I can't unthink that anymore after that person mentioned it to me. Other than that, I for being the predecessor to DS, I think it's a very nice too. I think this game is very
It's a
nice.
very
It's a
nice.
very nice. Like I like a lot about it. They made big improvements to, or not really big improvements, but I like the spin. The spin is my favorite part of these new
Oh,
games
the spin was
because
very fun.
you have no idea how many times I saved myself by just spinning the control. Because if let's say if you were doing triple jump or whenever you're jumping, if you spin, that gives you like so much more airtime, and it's just super convenient. Um, the level design, I think the okay. First of all, the music is good. I like the music a lot.
Hmm.
The singing, I like how all of the enemies just sing and dance to the music in the background. Aesthetics, it looks nice. It looks like the DS one, just more cleaned up. I like that Yoshi's in this one too.
Oh yeah, and
Yoshi's
there's
really
also
fun.
different colored Yoshis,
Yeah, I
which
kind of don't
makes it really
like
fun.
the one thing I don't like about that though is that when you beat the level, you don't take the Yoshi with you.
Oh
That's the
yeah.
one thing I never really liked. Um, there's also another aspect that I noticed while playing DS. There's a lot of secret coins in there. Like for these games, there's usually like three coins you have to collect the star medals. And then I noticed it was a lot more prominent where like either the first coin, the middle coin, or the last coin will be hidden in like a hidden block. You gotta go up a vine, and it takes you to a secret area with that coin. I don't really like that like at all. I kind of like okay, I mean, if they were hinting towards like a secret in the level, sure, I get it, but that wasn't the case. And for some of these, I had to search online to find where these coins were, and I kind of don't like that because when it comes to games, specifically platformers, I kind of like to explore things on my own.
Right.
And if I'm forced to use the internet to find like something that I'm missing and it's super blatant that it's right there, it kind of just ruins it for me. Not like it's super nitpicky, I know, but like I don't know, like just having to go to resources like that kind of just annoys me when I'm trying to like play it blind because like when you're searching up something for like a new game, you're most likely going to get spoiled by
Yeah.
something, and I hate
No,
that.
yeah, because then the algorithm is like, "Oh, you're gonna be shown a lot of stuff about this game now," and I freaking hated it because I would like posts around games that I'm excited for, or my freaking TikTok or YouTube because I'm looking up guides to search for stuff in that specific game, and then they would show me like spoilers, and it would be blank, flat out right there on the screen, flat out right there on the screen saying what happens, and I'm like, God damn it, I want spoilers.
Yeah, but I mean, the good thing is that I played this game since I was like 10 years old. It's still fun. It's a lot better with multiplayer though.
Oh yeah,
Multiplayer just brings out the worst in everyone. Like I was the only one that really liked Nintendo back then. My brothers, I mean, this game is the reason why my older brother hates playing Mario because he died so much in World One that he just like, I'm done with Mario. I don't think I'm playing a game like this ever again. But no, yeah, we would occasionally. Like, I think we only played four players once, and that was when we first got it. Funny enough, just like how you technically stole Sunshine, we technically stole this game too. My When I was a kid, I saw my cousin. She was playing this game on her Wii. I was like, "Oh, that looks cool. Can I borrow it?" She was like, "Yeah, sure." And
And
we
you never
borrowed
gave it
it. We never
back.
returned it.
You never gave
We
it.
still. I used that copy for this retrospect, and I'm like, "Dan, I gotta return this game."
I feel like I still have my copy of Wii. I feel like Sunshine I might still have. Definitely still have the cartridge for Mario Bros. Uh, Mario Bros. Wii somewhere around this house. I gotta find it, but it's probably scratched, so therefore I may need to buy a new one.
Yeah,
But I
but
think I saw GameStop have it for $20.
oh,
So
that's not bad. But no, yeah, like this is probably going to be the last new game that I'm going to be putting in very nice because I don't know. At that point, I kind of just felt the dread of having to play, or I guess technically three more games from the new series. But I guess I'll talk more about that when the time comes. This, let's see. So DS Galaxy. Okay, so the next game is Super Mario Galaxy 2, which
Super Mario
I
Galaxy
know
2.
you're very.
So I did play this one.
Uh huh.
Oh, actually, I'll just put it right there.
Yeah.
So I did play this. I got this for Christmas, and I did indeed have a lot of fun with this one.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to replay it because my memory is a bit hazy, but this did introduce me to Rosalina, which I became very fond of Rosalina when I first played this. The level design was really I love the level design. The
Mm-hmm.
power ups were so fun. I know there was a drill ability, right?
Yep.
There was a drill ability. There was a bumblebee ability, which was really
Yeah, that
fun.
was from the first game too.
There were just there was a lot I loved about Galaxy, but although for now my memory is hazy, I would say Superstar for me was Mario Bros. World or Super Mario World, the new Super Mario Bros. Wii and Bros. DS. Galaxy, I would have to put it on Wahoo along with Sunshine. But I would have to say I prefer Galaxy 2 than Sunshine.
Honestly, fair. And I have to agree with you. This game is fun. That is like the best way I could describe this game. This
It is
game
very fun.
is fun as hell. I put it in Superstar. This game, oh, like, okay, here's the thing. The first game was a lot more impactful for me than this one, just because I have like the most nostalgia for it. And plus, everything that Galaxy 2 does, Galaxy 1 already has done it before. But man, the amount of creativity in 2 is actually insane. Like, I mean, I might have to say that Galaxy 2 has the better level designs
Mm.
compared to Galaxy 1. The power
I would
ups
have to replay this.
the power ups are so damn fun in this game too. Like honestly, some of the best power ups in any of the series. The Cloud Flower in 2.
Oh, I remember the Cloud
The
Flower.
Cloud Flower might go down as like one of the greatest power ups in any
It is
Mario
indeed a
game.
very fun power.
It is an extremely fun power up because when it comes to Galaxy 1, I try to avoid power ups and try to play the game like
You tried to avoid
pro.
it?
No, yeah, like for Toy Time Galaxy and in the first game, you're supposed to use the spring mushroom, but I wasn't a big fan of it. And plus, I thought it was a lot more fun just having to go through the platforms that you needed the spring mushroom for as just normal Mario.
Right.
And that was a lot of fun for me. I did the exact same thing for 2, and it was just as fun. No, wait, I'm lying. I don't even think the spring mushroom is in this game. No, it's not. I'm sorry to remember. No, it's not. I think the only power ups that they reintroduced from 1 was the bee mushroom and the boo mushroom. And then as with
Oh yeah, the Boo
yeah,
Mushroom.
bee, boo, the fire
That was another
flower.
thing. Yeah, I guess that
Yeah,
was another thing that I really liked about Galaxy is the variety of power ups.
yeah. There's like 6 or 7 of them.
Albeit six compared to other games, but they was still very fun. They were still like unique and they had their purpose.
They did, yeah. Um, the one thing I didn't like the power ups about though is like they're mostly used for like traversal type of stuff.
Right.
Like you don't really, I mean, for the fire flower, sure, but like for the boom mushroom, the bee mushroom, you don't really use them for fighting. But it's just like, okay, you need to get to this specific part of the level. Turn to a bee. Use the cloud flower. Turn to a boo. But like other than that, they were really fun to use regardless.
Right. Yeah.
Um, this was one of the only games that I did at 100%, and there's a good reason. Starting at 64, that's when I was like, all right, I'm going to make it a thing where I 100% all these games too to get the most out of everything. For Galaxy 2 and 1 as well, I only played the base game as Mario, especially for Galaxy 1, because for that one, when you elect Luigi, it's essentially just a new game plus. You're just playing as Luigi. And like, albeit he does have like, his higher jumps and all that, less traction,
Yeah.
it is still just the same game 1-to-1. For Galaxy 2, it's the exact same thing. However, they introduced the green stars. And
Mm.
I'm, to be honest, I'm not a real big fan of the green stars. Just because, like, for the normal stars, they tell you where you have to go. It gives you like a little cinematic, like, okay, this is the path you're gonna have to travel. So you have like a good idea of like the path you're gonna have to go down. Because these games, they're narrow. Like you just got to go from point A to B. They're not like the other 3D games. For two, when you unlock the green stars, they don't even tell you the location. You just have to find them at a random point in the level.
You're expected to search for them.
Yeah, the only like hint you're given is like a little sound cue. Because like whenever you're near a star, there's like a little twinkling sound. For the green stars, they're just hidden at a random location in the level. And that's when I was like, if I were to do this, it's gonna take me way too long to do. It's just like Galaxy One where I have to play the base game again. But instead of like knowing exactly where the star is, I just have to play Marco Polo with it.
Right.
Yeah. But like, and also compared to the first game, the Bowser fight was kind of underwhelming, to be honest. Because like, as it's starting to get really, really good, it just ends, and I didn't really like that. What I did really like though was Yoshi. Oh, Yoshi was so fun to use in this game. Like this is probably the most fun I had with Yoshi in any of the games that he was in.
I can agree. I can
he
agree.
was he was super fun to use. His flare jumps just made everything super like easy to go through. I like his unique power ups too. I think my favorite one had to be the chili pepper, where he's just like hyperventilating and just running like on walls and stuff. Like it's super fun.
Yeah, I really have to replay Galaxy 2.
Galaxy 2 has like the best levels that I have ever played in a Mario game. Like period. And the amount of love that it gives to like the games prior to it is it's just amazing. The fanfare is great. The music, oh my god, the music is phenomenal too. Like there are days where I'm like, do I like the Galaxy 2 soundtrack more than the first one, or vice versa? And honestly, these two are like on par with each other in
Hmm.
terms of soundtrack. It is just that good. Like I, Super Mario Galaxy 2 is phenomenal. However, it kind of does lack the impact from the first game because, like, how
Yeah.
Rosalina only comes out once you beat Bowser at the end of this game. And that's the one thing that I kind of found a bit disappointing because like Rosalina is so prominent in the first game. And
Really?
no, yeah, she is. Like she's there 24/7. She tells you what to do.
Oh my
And then in
god! I
Galaxy
gotta
2,
replay the first game.
and then Galaxy 2, she's not even there. They replace her with Luma, which is just a giant fat Luma. And
I forgot about that.
it's kind of disappointing, but besides like all those negative parts, the good part, like the pros outclass the cons by like miles. And because of that, I still think it's superstar tier. Like it is that great.
All right.
Okay, after two, I'm trying to remember. It's 3D Land. Yeah, Super Mario 3D Land.
3D
Which it
Land.
should be.
That one for the 3DS.
Yeah, that's the one.
I never owned a 3DS, so I never got to play any of the 3DS games.
You're missing out. The 3DS was my favorite. You have no idea how much time I spent on
I
3DS.
wanted a 3DS when I was a kid.
It was so good. Like the 3DS still might go down as like my favorite. Excuse
And
me,
they had
as
a
my
lot of
favorite
games
handheld.
I wanted to play, like Luigi's Mansion 2.
Yep,
3D Land was also one of them.
but I remember.
They had Resident Evil Mercenaries.
Oh, and Revelations as well.
I forgot Revelations was.
Unironically, Revelations looked really good on 3DS. It runs
God
smooth too.
damn.
Yeah, it's crazy for a 3DS port like that. It's just crazy.
All right.
But yeah, 3D Land. I have to give it a very nice. I think it's like you're gonna be noticing a trend. All like these types of games, they're just average, honestly. 3D Land though, if I were to rank it in very nice, I say it probably has to go at the very top. Very nice.
Hmm.
Um, Base game is just base game, just your normal levels. What I've noticed too was that they kind of feel like Galaxy levels,
Ah.
like where the environment is 3D, but essentially you just got to go from point A to B.
Oh, but it's in the in the vibes of like 3D.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
So
it's
essentially,
it's
like you
not it's not like 2D the way Super Mario Bros is. It's like
just like Galaxy.
yeah, it's like
Yeah,
Galaxy.
like where you're just given this giant area and you're able to. Or I mean, I'll quote unquote giant. It's like it still has its limitations. But for what it was, the base game was really good. I liked it a lot. It really reminded me of the first Galaxy. The amount of power ups though, there's only like four. No, there. I mean, technically three or five because I'm not really considering the mushroom or the superstar. They had like the fire flower, the tanuki leaf, boomerang.
Right.
The special world though, it essentially doubled the game like twofold. You unlock Luigi at the end of the first special world. I liked it a
Oh,
lot. But then that's when I noticed as I was going through the special worlds, they're just literally copy and pasting the level designs of base game, but they're giving it like challenges. Like one of them, they introduced Shadow Mario again or Cosmic Mario
cosmic.
in Galaxy One and Two, and they brought him back for this one.
Oh my god.
And he essentially just chases you around the level until you beat it. Just like time limit levels based on Bowser's Castle, which is just the first Bowser's Castle from base game.
Damn.
Um, yeah, a lot. Like literally, some one design I noticed it was a level where there was a song in the background, and on the tempo, the platforms would just disappear. There's literally two levels in the special world that just did the exact same thing, and that was not fun. Like I found it kind of boring. Like that had how they had to reuse a lot of the assets from base game for the special world. But I could see why because it is a 3DS game after all. Um, but yeah, I just found Special World kind of be kind of boring. And what I found the most time consuming, you technically have to beat this game, I kid you not, four times in order to unlock like the secret final level. Because you got to
Four times?
four times. You got to get the top of every flagpole, and you got to get all the star medals. For base game, you got to beat it with Mario, and then you got to beat base game again, both Luigi. And then for Special World, you got to do the exact same thing. Special World, beat it all with Mario. Special World, beat it all with Luigi. So in order to block
Jeez.
that one last level, which I beat on my first attempt, it was supposed to be the hardest level in the game. I beat it on my first attempt, and I just wasted like so much time playing 3D Land. I have a lot of nostalgia and love for 3D Land, but man, after playing it, I just realized just how time consuming it is. Like if you just want that final level, it is crazy. Would I 100% this game ever again? Probably not, but for what it was, it did felt short with how much I was blasting through it. It's still a good game, but if I had a chance or if I had a choice to play between this one and any other Mario game, I'd probably choose any other Mario game. Specifically Galaxy. Galaxy's like the levels in that game is just amazing.
Mm.
Like if I were to play one game out of all these, it probably would be Galaxy 2. Which I mean I might because the green stars I still have to collect all of them. So yeah, I think I give Landa a B tier with that. And then next up is New Super Mario Brothers 2 for the 3DS as well.
I did not play this.
Um, for 2, oh man, this is where it starts to get a bit complicated for me. For 2, I would have to put it because here's the thing, it does what the DS one has, but a bit better. I kind of don't. The mechanic is okay. Essentially, everything turns into gold. If you collect these like gold rings, like everything turns into gold. The main like objective, or like I guess side objective for this game, is to collect 1,000,000 coins. I think that's really dumb, honestly, because like you don't once you collect 1,000,000 coins, you only unlock a gold statue. But the thing is, you don't use the coins for anything else. You're just collecting coins to collect coins.
Mm.
Um, in terms of level design, I think they were just average. They were like the ones for Wii, but a little bit better. Um, yeah, there's not really a lot for me to say about this game. It's exactly like DS, but with a fresh coat of paint. Like not even fancy paint, just like basic paint. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just losing my mind right now.
Right.
But yeah, two. I know I said Wii was gonna be the last game I put in. Very nice, but I
So
think
you would give this a very nice?
I I think I would. It's just boring. Yeah, it's good. I if I were to say which new game to play, it probably would be Wii U, which I'll talk about in a bit. But two is just as good. It's like it's hard. It's really hard for me to rank these games just because they're all so damn similar to each other. Like there's only a few things that change. Like hell, I mean, literally all the music from two is straight from Wii. It's just the remix of the music from Wii. So that's already kind of boring
Wow.
for me. Um yeah, I'm sorry. I literally cannot say anything else about this game. Like it's such a blur for me. The special worlds were really cool though. You get to fight Dry Bowser. That's what I forgot to mention about Greedy Land too. And if you don't know who Dry Bowser is, essentially think of a Dry Bones that looks like Bowser.
I did hear about Dry Bowser.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe too. If you're curious,
Yes.
yeah, his design
Yes.
is cool though. I have to admit, his
I did.
design's
I
really
did
cool.
love Dry Bowser. I think Dry Bowser was also in Wii. No,
No, he wasn't. Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like I have faced Dry Bowser before.
no, I think he made. No, yeah, he made his. Never mind, I'm dumb. He made his first debut in DS.
Yes, it
Yeah,
was
because you
DS,
literally kill Bowser in the first level or in the first
and then
world after you beat him.
they bring him back.
Yeah, but no, yeah, he literally dies in the first DS game, and then Bowser Jr. just casually brings him back to life. It's crazy how gruesome. Like Mario didn't even do anything. He was just looking at awestruck, like,
He was like,
okay,
"Oh God, I just killed that guy."
oh well, time to move on to World Two. Okay, yeah, this is where things get really really weird. So after two, it's New Super Mario Brothers U for the Wii U.
For me, so I didn't play this on the Wii U because again, I was little broke boy. I played Luigi U because it was on sale,
Mm-hmm.
and so many of the Wii U games were like 60 freaking dollars, and Jesus Christ, young little boy me could not afford that.
Yeah, I'm just glad it did.
Uh,
The Nintendo selects were so good.
oh, on top of that, the deluxe for the Switch. That was how I was able to play Super Mario Bros. U. Luigi U, that's going to be another story. But being that I did play technically New Super Mario Bros. U, it did not excite or impact me as the Wii or DS did. So for me, this would be between Wahoo or Very Nice.
Gotcha.
Probably Very Nice. Now that I think about it, I would probably give this one a Very Nice.
This one, I probably have to get. It's weird. I did. Now that I'm thinking about it, I did enjoy Wii U a bit more than Wii when comparing it. So I think screw it. This is our tier list. I'm gonna put it in very nice.
Very
It was
nice.
it was a good game. Don't get me wrong. It's just like I mentioned before. The problem with these games is that they all feel the damn same. Specifically the new game, because like when
Well,
you
I mean, it did keep me entertained because I just wanted to play a simple Mario
uh
game.
huh
However, these two, Wii and DS, impacted me more than Wii U did.
gotcha gotcha. No, I could see it. Like you,
And they took away some fun abilities that I wish they kept.
which one were you like?
I didn't see the propeller.
Oh, the propeller's in the game.
It's in the game.
It's in the game. Propeller and penguin suit is in you.
I could not find them.
It was because they're in the
Uh,
special world.
Of
That's
course,
why.
they're in the special
Yeah.
order. I guess the bubble little Yoshi thing was fun.
The Yoshis were okay.
It was okay. I wasn't exactly a fan of the extra life levels because they changed it
Oh, they
to
did, yeah.
which you have to get. They throw a bunch of Bowser's and you're expected to like be a platform god and try to catch
Catch the orb, the green
the
orbs for
green
one ups,
orbs
yeah.
more than the Bowser ones. If you catch any of the Bowser ones, it deducts a green orb that you got.
When I first did the one up, like I was avoiding those a lot because I had like 50 lives. When I did the first one up one, it sucked.
It
I only got
sucked.
one up and like 8 Bowser orbs,
Yes,
and
I
it annoyed
hated
me
that.
so
I
much.
freaking hated that. And the power up one, like pick a power up. That one also didn't really excite me as much because I was like, oh god, this.
It was better than we. I just like how it was like a mix and match. For this one, you just
It
feel like,
was.
all
It
right,
was. It was for me. It was okay. It
it
was
was like
okay.
for you for the power up, how that worked was it shows you where the power up is at, and one of the question blocks does like a little red cup flipping thing where it's like, all right, we mixed it around. You need to choose which block has to power up. I like the Wii one better because it was matching, and you could get more out
Yes,
of
the
it.
the Wii one was like way better for me. The final level, it the final level with Bowser didn't exact. Okay, it was cool that you got to use Bowser Jr.'s
Clown cart, yeah.
clown cart. That one was fun, but I don't know. It wasn't. It wasn't like crazy to me. Like, oh my god, this is so cool type of feeling. It was like, oh, this is really fun. I like this. Unlike we, where you're running from a giant Bowser and you're like, oh god, oh god, oh god, please destroy that,
No, yeah, it
so I
was
can
a
jump
lot more
through it. Come
exhilarating.
on, come on. Like your life is on the line, but you felt a little too easy. Where it was like, okay, this is fun, but
The two sort of had like the same final boss as Wii, where instead of him chasing you, you have to like I mean, no, essentially he is chasing you, but like the thing is, he's in the background. You have to like jump on these little platforms that fall when you touch them, and then depending on which platform you're on, he'll just swipe at you and he breaks the platform. So
wow.
you essentially have to like it's a fun one. Like if I were to rank the final bosses in the new games, I'd probably give I'd probably rank it Wii is the best one, then two, then U, then DS. Because DS was just like a normal Bowser fight.
I would have to replay DS.
No, DS essentially like you know how in Wii where before the fake out he jumps and you gotta click the platform.
Oh
Yeah,
right,
it's literally just that, but the game ends right there.
I
There's
still
like
have
no
the
special
cartridge,
gimmick. Yeah,
so I have the cartridge still, so I think I might replay it, just so I can get a better memory of these levels.
yeah. But you, Super Mario Brothers U, it was okay. Like it looked nice. I played the Wii U version of Wii U, not deluxe. I like the Wii U version a little bit more, just because the person with the gamepad they can make like little platforms for whoever's on the TV. I like that a lot. Kind of sucks that they didn't bring it back for deluxe, but I could see why. But it would have been nice. I know for deluxe they added like Toadette, Peachette as like a
Oh yeah,
superpower
they
up for
added
her.
more characters. Nabbit.
Yeah,
Uh, I mean, I don't see Luigi U
I
on
don't
here,
either.
so I guess I might as well talk about it. So I bought Luigi U
You know,
when I had.
let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. You can keep going. I'm just gonna say Luigi. Just pretend Luigi's Mansion is new Luigi U. I'm
I'm
just
gonna
gonna leave it
put
here.
that in a okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Okay, I'll let you go first. I wanna. Sorry for
So
interrupting.
between okie dokie, no, yeah, I would say okie dokie because I bought this when it was on sale. GameStop was doing, their specials, buy two, get whatever the fuck free. Uh, and I bought. They just threw in the extra game because they were like, I don't know, they just felt nice, which was it was nice of them to do.
No,
But
yeah,
I sold the game to somebody. That game was the Amazing Spider-Man on the Wii. Uh, but the games that I did buy were Mortal Kombat Armageddon, one of my favorite Mortal Kombat games.
Because it
Uh,
has meat.
of course, you would say.
Yeah, Meat is still like I'm still waiting for Meat to make a playable debut in a Mortal Kombat game ever since.
And I bought Super Luigi U because it was on sale, and I was like, oh, it's probably gonna be the same game with Luigi, right? Right? There was also another game that I bought alongside. I forgot which game. I think I still have it in my room, but uh, yeah. So I started up the game, and little kid me, I was a little kid. I don't know if I would go back to play this on the deluxe because I have it again now. I realized you had 100 seconds to beat the level.
Yeah.
So you're speed running this thing. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, why the fuck would I want that? I just want to play a simple point A to point B Mario game. And the reason why it's still the same thing, uh, I'm going to give it an okie dokie. But if it wasn't for that, I would give it a no no. Because you're giving a little kid 100 seconds to beat a freaking level. I just want to enjoy the game. I
Yeah.
had a long day of dealing with my fucking teachers giving me goddamn math problems and shit, and you're expecting me to speedrun this thing when I'm already exhausted.
Nah, yeah, I could. Okay, like here's the thing. From your perspective, I could totally see that. Honestly, if I played this game as a kid, I probably would have given it like an oh no, like perspectively. But
It pissed me off as a kid because I'm like, what the fuck? I got scammed.
as a grown adult now, I like games with like that makes you like
Right,
hurry
right.
up. You gotta keep up with
I would
us.
probably come back to give this another shot, but I beat the whole game with Nabbit because I didn't have time to go through Goombas. I didn't have time to go through stuff. I just did nab it so I could just run through, try to beat the level as best as I could from point A to point B, start to finish.
Well, here's a question, Gabe. If you played Super Luigi U without playing as Luigi, did you really play Super Luigi U?
I guess you can say I did not.
I guess you did not.
I,
Because
I
why would you?
technically did not. I was a little kid, and I just wanted to play a simple game on my Wii U. So, being that I had the deluxe with Mario Bros. U and Luigi U, chances are I might come back just to give it another shot.
Just another shot?
Just to give it another shot.
Gotcha. For me, since this is my tier list, I give it, and this might shock you, this might shock everyone. I think this is a Wahoo.
It's a Wahoo.
For me,
This is better than the original.
I think so. And hear me out. Hear me out on
Okay,
this.
okay.
So, the problem that I had with the other new games, and I still had the same problem with this game. The biggest complaint that I had was that the overworld was the exact same as you, and I couldn't get over that. However, the levels themselves, they were different. They still felt like it's a weird thing with these games. I say the best word to describe them is like not really for DS, but for like Wii 2 and U. What was I gonna say? But for Luigi U, it felt the same way too. Don't get me wrong, but with the fact that the level designs were different from the original game, and they're telling you to hurry up, the game didn't feel as bad as you felt. So because of that, I think I give it a Wahoo. I genuinely did enjoy this one more than I thought I would have enjoyed it.
Understandable. Understandable.
Yeah. All right. After you, no, yeah, we're almost done with our journey.
So, what games are left? I would say 3D World,
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like we've been
Odyssey.
doing this for I feel like this has been going on forever. So honestly, we might just do like speed rounds right now. So let's see. After you, it's 3D World. Yeah, no,
Would it be 3D World?
it is. Is it?
Yes, because this was around the Wii U era. So I would say Mario Maker, but we're not counting that.
Yeah. So 3D World.
So 3D World for me, I got this for Christmas.
Uh huh.
I would see between Superstar or Wahoo because this was one of the most fun Mario games I've ever played.
Mm-hmm.
and especially with friends, you have such an amazing time.
I agree. And honestly, if we're talking about the Nintendo Switch port,
Oh, the
this
Switch
this
port.
game
The
is
Switch port
superstar.
is superstar.
It's
It's
superstar.
definitely a superstar because the Switch port, there's online,
Uh huh.
there's the new expansion, Bowser's Fury, which
That
is so
itself,
fun,
yeah.
and it's also a new story. It's supposed to be a prequel before Odyssey, right?
No, I think it's Bowser's Fury. It's its own thing,
Oh, it's
but
something.
for what it
But either way,
does,
it's a very fun story because you're teaming up with Bowser Jr.
yeah,
And it's you and Bowser Jr. trying to, I guess, uncorrupt Bowser.
yeah. I'm just gonna pretend this one is Bowser's Fury because it has Bowser on the front. This is gonna represent Bowser's Fury. This one is
It
also
is a
S
very fun
tier.
expansion.
It like
It is a
sure
very fun expansion.
it is super short. I'll give it that. But with the time that I had playing Bowser's Fury, it is perfect. Like I told myself I'm not gonna 100% it just to save time, and I nearly 100%ed it. That is how fun it is. It's short. I just wish the only complaint that I have for Bowser's Fury is that I wished it was longer, which is a
Yes.
good thing. If you wish the game is longer, that means you actually had a fun time with it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, or vice versa.
Vice
It could
versa.
have just said that you kind of wish it was longer with more content, but in a good way, I wish this game was longer. 3D World, it just feels like 3D Land again, but this time the special worlds actually do feel like special worlds. They reuse some levels, sure, but like half of the levels they're new.
It still gives me that same, simple yet really fun feeling as Mario Bros. Did for me, the Wii and the DS, and that's what I really love. I just love to get that feel from simple games, and 3D World gave me that feeling, along with being able to change the different characters, like Peach, Luigi. Hell, when you finish the game, you can play as Rosalina,
Uh huh.
which Rosalina was so much fun to play. As her special is that you can attack without a power up.
Yeah, he could spin. That's the fun part. No, it's like 3D, like especially with friends. 3D World is such a blast to go through.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think we're really on the last two games. I think. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
It's Odyssey and then Wonder. I mean,
okay. Odyssey
Odyssey is.
is
I'm gonna spoil it. It's superstar for me.
it's a superstar for you?
It's superstar for this game. Like when I first got it, oh my god, it was perfect.
Oh man, I feel like for me it's a Wahoo.
Really,
We did play the game together,
we
from
did.
start to finish, right?
Yeah.
And well, because I the second player could be Cappy and the first player could be Mario. And then eventually I did buy the game for myself when I got my Switch. I think it was a year or two later. I forgot. I was a junior in high school. Uh, yeah, I think it was like 2 years after you got yours. And then I eventually bought Odyssey for myself so I could actually like play the game for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it was fun. I have yet to finish it, not surprisingly. Uh, it is a very fun Mario game. I feel like there's some platform tricks that you have to utilize to do
Oh,
stuff.
I love utilizing those tricks. The trick.
Like you have to throw Cappy and jump the Cappy,
Yeah.
and then
There's a lot of that.
So that I will give it the level design, the costumes. It gives me something I love, and that's the thing about Odyssey because sure you could say Galaxy is an open world game. Odyssey felt like an actual open world game that I adored and respected. I adored and respected the music, the characters, the story. I guess the gripe that me and everyone else had was that this was supposed to be the story, the ending that Mario and Peach
Get married, yeah.
get married. But I think because this game was under a different writer, they were like, "Oh no, fuck that vision. We're just gonna."
No, I think it just might be because it's more convenient for them to just stay as friends, you know?
So they keep milking it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm gonna keep saying. I don't
That's
care.
how I see
They're
it.
milking
But,
it.
yeah.
They're milking it.
Yeah, but for me, this game is so good. It's like every good aspect from the other 3D games just put into one, and it's the fastest one because when you collect the moon, you just don't get sent back to like the overworld. When you collect moon, you just keep going. When it comes to like 64 Sunshine and Galaxy, whenever you collect a star for that respective level, you always get booed out from the level. It takes you out from the immersion, and then you gotta go back into the level two. It's just it doesn't seem like a lot of time, but if you were to like calculate the time of how long that takes, it adds up. I know someone did the math for Galaxy 2. It apparently, with like the cutscenes of you going into a level or on Starship Mario into a level, getting the star, getting out, seeing like your results, that all adds up to like 3 hours in Galaxy 2.
Oh
So
wow.
like 3 hours is just dedicated to cutscenes that you can't skip and all that. But for Odyssey, I mean, sure, you need to select which world you're going to be going to.
Oh yeah,
But
you can pick it between different worlds.
yeah, but other than that, once you collect the moon, you're just back into the game. Like the pacing is so good with Odyssey, and
It is.
honestly,
It gives you enough time to just explore and get the feel for the environment, and
no,
then
yeah,
eventually you have to get all the stars, or at least enough to get traverse to the next world. But it gives you enough time to just get the feeling of each environment,
yeah,
and that's what I really respected and loved.
I agree. I agree. That's why I love Odyssey so much. It's like it doesn't take you too much from the immersion. Once you get a moon, you're just on your way again. It's so great. New Dunk City is so good. Like
New
Jump
Donk
Up
City.
Superstar is still stuck in my head ever
It's a
since.
very iconic song and a very iconic level.
Yeah, and then last game. The last game I do not see here, which is dumb. So I'm just gonna be using Yoshi's Island because this game is also an S tier. Wonder is an S tier.
Wonder is an S tier.
Wonder is an S tier because it takes for me personally. It takes
I'm in the middle of it.
really.
I can agree. I might play it later, but I can agree. Wonder is so much fun.
It's good.
It is so much fun.
It's
I
really
love
good.
Wonder, and I remember we called friends over to play it. Funny enough, Wonder and Spider Man 2 came out the same day, uh, and I did buy both games. But sadly, I forgot who it was. I think it was Best. Yeah, Best Buy wanted to fuck me, and I got Spider Man first. As Best Buy was like, "Oh, sorry, Wonder is gonna get delayed, so we had to use your copy
Yeah,
to play Wonder with everyone." And we did a 4-player Wonder, and that got so chaotic yet very fun. And I just enjoy games where you just get friends together. It gets chaotic, but not chaotic to the point in which it gets bad, frustrating,
yeah,
but chaotic enough to where you're just laughing at the end, and you're just laughing at everyone not knowing what the hell we're doing, and like the lack of communication, because it gets fun when certain games get chaotic with friends. Uh,
definitely.
and the thing that sold me was the Wonder Seeds.
Oh
The
yeah, the
Wonder
Wonder Seeds
Seeds
and the Wonder Flowers.
changing the levels were so creative.
They
They were
were.
so good. I really loved the Piranha Plant song.
Oh, the Piranha Plant was my favorite one.
That one, it's a cute level. It's a cute song.
It's literally the second level in the entire game.
It's the second level, and you're just like, oh my god, this is. I want to keep playing.
Yeah, dude, like it's a good game when they throw out the Piranha Plant level. Like the second you're done with the first one. Like this, there's only like three things that I can really gripe about this game. Everything else is just perfect. One of them, the online, I just wish it was like local, where instead of ghosts, you could actually play with other players.
Right.
That's the one bad thing about
Yeah,
online
that's the
for
only
me.
gripe, that it's not actual online, but
For what it is, I think it's good.
it's still good, because if you die, and I did play online a few times because I was connected to the Wi-Fi, there were times in which a player's ghost saved me, and I did the same thing for another player, because But there were times in which a player would save me, and vice versa. I would save them, and that's what made Wonder really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are only two other things I wanted to talk about. The character selection, you got like what? Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy,
Yeah.
Nabbit, Toads, Yoshis. I just wish that the Toads and the Yoshis were kind of categorized into one characters. Because like, why would you have four different colored Yoshis as separate characters? Like you could I don't know,
That one was really weird.
yeah, because like you had like Wario,
And
Waluigi,
all the
Rosalina.
Yoshis, along with Nabbit, they can't take items, but you can't get damage. So
Yeah.
you're essentially playing easy mode.
I just wish that, like, because like, come on, they could add a Rosalina to the game easily.
I
because it could that would have just like evened things
The thing
out.
that I have to give another thumbs up is that they finally added Daisy as playable,
Oh, that's good.
which
Yeah.
a friend of ours is a huge Daisy lover, and she was very happy to have Daisy as a playable character. I I think she has the game and she's just playing the whole game as Daisy.
No, yeah. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about boss fights. I kind of just don't like how Bowser Jr. is like the main guy that you fight until Bowser. Like the gimmicks are
Yeah.
different, but like I kind of wish it
I
was
mean, Bowser turned into a giant castle, so
not true. But like I
I
just wish the
still I
bosses
still
were
wish there was more to than just Bowser. I guess I like that each level was different
yeah.
and if it connected to the aspect of the world, but yeah, I feel like there was more and they could have done more creative stuff.
But other than that, I thought it was an amazing game. Music's like gameplay, everything is just perfect, and that's why I put it at superstar.
All right, so that is actually every Mario game.
Yeah, I already feel kind of confident with how it's already
I feel like
formatted.
another time we actually might do the Paper Mario's or
Oh, I'm doing
the
the Paper
spin-offs.
Mario's.
Yeah, or at least like
I
every spin-off, you
Once
know?
the Thousand Year Door remake comes out, I'm buying it. I'm gonna play all the Paper Mario games. But yeah, I
Yeah,
feel
another video we'll do the spin-offs.
kind of do feel confident with how. Nah, we could probably just leave it like this too. I'm not gonna like so superstar. All those are in superstar, so I'm not gonna like order them specifically. And yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I still can't believe I played all these games. And just for the record, if you skipped to this point of the video,
Just to see like the whole thing.
yeah, the one next in between 3D World and Odyssey is Bowser's Fury. Yoshi Island is replacing
Wonder.
Wonder. Luigi's Mansion is new Super Luigi U. Let's see what else.
And All Stars is Mario's Lost
Yeah,
Levels.
Mario the Lost Levels because that game just sucks ass. That game sucks so much.
But all right. If you guys agree with our tier list, let us know. If there are certain things that you disagree with or changes you wish, please let us know in the comments.
No, yeah, let us know where you would play some of these games too, because I'm really interested. Because, like, I mean, of course, my word is truth. This tier list is like the best tier list you could go to in terms of like which
And
is the best
then, just to
games.
clarify, this is our opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is how we feel and how we think. Well, this is how Luigi thinks because
Yep.
I didn't play every Mario game. uh, but no, yeah, I feel like after this, it depends on who finishes first. Maybe the next one will be either the Kirby or the Zelda tier list.
I'm doing Zelda. Like the next tier list I'm doing is most likely going to be Zelda. Hell, I might play the first game right now when I get back to my
And
place.
or unless me, I finish all the God of War games or all the Crash games. So we will see what we finish, and if you think we should do this again, please let us know. If not, well, too bad. We might still do this either way. But
No,
just
no, this was really fun.
this was indeed really fun.
I'm hoping to do this again one day because like I mean, hell, this it was just super fun talking about all these games. Sure, I didn't talk about I talked about more games than I did others for these games, but that was because there's nothing really much to say. Either it's similar to previous entries or they just don't really have much to say at all, like Lost Levels or like Super Mario Land for the Game Boy.
Yes.
But like other than that, I feel really confident with this, and I feel good having finished. I mean, I still need to beat Wonder all the way, but I mean, I already 100%ed it like 3 months ago. That's if anything, I might just start Zelda now and not finish Wonder because I mean, I already there's so much to do for that game already as is. So who knows? I'll probably just start my Zelda retrospective today, if anything.
All right. Be sure to like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you dislike it, leave a comment if any questions or concerns. And this has been Green Gabe and Senor Luigi,
Uh-huh.
and we are